Hatched out of two. The story we're going to read next is Coyote and the Monster of the Columbia, shared with permission by Ella Clark, and this is available on the Washington State Since Time Immemorial website. This one's for Valentine. Coyote and the Monster of the Columbia. One time, on his travels, Coyote learned that a monster was killing the animal people as they traveled up and down the river in their big canoes. So many had been killed that some of the animal people were afraid to go down to the water, even to catch salmon. I will help you, promised Coyote. I will stop this monster from killing people. But what could he do? He had no idea. So he asked his 3 sisters who lived in his stomach in the form of huckleberries. They were very wise. They knew everything, and they would tell him what to do. At first, his sisters refused to tell Coyote. If we tell you, they said, you're just going to say it was your plan the whole time. If you don't tell me, said Coyote sternly, I will send rain and hail down upon you. Of course, the berries didn't like rain or hail. Don't send the rain, they begged. Please don't send rain or hail. We'll do what you want us to do. Take with you plenty of dry wood and plenty of pitch so that you can make a fire. And take sharp knives. It is Nashla at Wishram that is killing all the people. He is swallowing the people as they pass in their canoes. You must let him swallow you too. Yes, my sisters. That's exactly what I thought, replied Coyote. That was my plan the whole time. Coyote followed his sister's advice. He gathered together some dry wood and pitch. He sharpened his 5 knives. He went down to the deep pool where Nashla lived. He started teasing the monster. But the monster wouldn't swallow him, for he knew that Coyote was a great chief. Coyote knew that he could make Nashla angry by teasing him, so he called out all kinds of mean names. And at last the monster got so angry that he took a big deep breath and he sucked Coyote into his mouth. Just before entering his mouth, Coyote grabbed an armful of sagebrush and he took it in also. Inside the monster, Coyote found animal people. They were all cold and hungry. Some were almost dead from hunger, and some were almost dead from cold. I will build you a fire, said Coyote. I will cook some food for you too. While you get warm and while you eat, I will kill Nashla. I have come to help you, my people. You will join your friends soon. With the sagebrush and the pitch, Coyote made a big fire under the heart of the monster. The shivering people gathered around it to get warm. With one of his sharp knives, Coyote cut pieces from the monster's heart and roasted them for all the people to eat. While the people ate, Coyote began to cut the cord that fastened the monster's heart to his body. He broke his first knife, but he kept on cutting. He broke his second knife, but he kept cutting. He broke his third and his fourth knives, but with the 5th knife, he cut the last thread, and the monster's heart fell into the fire. Just as this happened, the monster died. He gave one big cough and coughed all the animal people out onto the land. I told you I would save you, said Coyote. As the animal people gathered around him on the shore of the river, he said, You will live a long time, and I will give you names. Coyote went among them and gave each creature a name. You will be the eagle, the best and bravest of the birds. You will be the bear, the strongest animal. You will be the owl, the big medicine man with special powers. You will be sturgeon, the largest fish in the river, and you're going to be salmon, the best of all fish for eating. And in the same way, he named the beaver, the cougar, the deer, the woodpecker, the blue jay, and all the other animals and birds. And then he named himself. I am Coyote, he told them. I am the wisest and smartest of all the animals. And then he turned to the monster, and he gave him a new law. You can no longer kill people as you have been doing. A new race of people are coming, and they will pass up and down the river. You must not kill all of them. You can kill a few of them every now and then. You may shake their canoes if they pass over where you live. You will kill very few people. This is the new law, and it will always be. You are no longer the big monster that you used to be. The law that Coyote made still stands. The monster doesn't allow people to pass, but he doesn't swallow them as he did before. Coyote took away his big powers. Sometimes he draws a canoe under and swallows the people, but not often. Usually, the natives take their canoes out of the water, out of respect, and they carry them around the place where they know that the monster lives. They don't pass over his house. He still lives deep under the water, but he is no longer powerful. The first steamboat of non-natives brought up the river was stopped by Nashla. The natives told them to throw their food into the water as an offering so that he would let them go and pass by safely. They did so. They threw overboard sugar, flour, rice, and other things. And Nashla let the boat loose. Habu.